But the big question around Deere and around the Quad Cities is how long might this strike last? It affects both the companies and the striking workers' finances. But what is the cost to the men and women walking the picket lines? News 8 Shelby Kluver joins us after looking into the dollars and cents of this strike. Shelby?
Hi, Jim. You can see some of these picketers behind me here at the Davenport Works location. Being out here as opposed to being at work like normal is costing them big in terms of their weekly paycheck. UAW strike pay is $275 a week, roughly a third of what a lot of these people would normally bring home. Workers are settling in for the long haul. Union members say they're prepared to wait for better health care and retirement benefits, despite what it's costing them now. Those on the picket lines only make $275 a week, with few options to find other income sources.
Workers on strike in both Illinois and Iowa are ineligible for unemployment insurance.
Michael Childers is a labor education professor at UW-Madison. The longer the strike, the more stressful the situation can get.
If it drags on, then many people will not find that amount to be sufficient to be able to meet their, monthly needs to make their bills.
According to UAW rules, workers can get a second job as long as they continue their picket duties and the new income is $275 a week or less.
That's not a lot to live on.
Scott Holdison is a UAW member in Chicago working for Ford. He's also the chairperson of UAW-D, a grassroots movement within the union working to make it more accountable. The group is trying to ease some of those financial burdens now facing Deere employees.
We started this GoFundMe on Saturday night, and it's already gotten over $44,000 in donations.
Holdison says that money will all go directly to John Deere union members and helps out with more than just bills.
It's a morale lift for the workers to see the people care about their issue and care about them winning a good contract.
But if the strike drags on, as the days get colder and the paychecks remain smaller, Childers says staying on strike sends a message to Deere.
It was a hard decision, I'm sure, for a lot of people to even decide to go on strike. It's something they felt like they needed to do to get a fair deal from their employer.
Now, we should point out that since I spoke to Holdison this morning, that GoFundMe has risen to over $50,000. And that $275 a week paycheck comes from the union itself. Union members tell me that the larger UAW has a strike fund over $800 million to help take care of these union workers that are no longer getting a paycheck from Deere. Jim?
Well, now, Shelby, we're talking about the paycheck. That's one thing. But let's be honest, everyone's also concerned about health care benefits as well. What coverage do they have if they've left the company and have joined the picket line?
They have limited health care through this union fund that I talked about. You have things like medical and prescription drug covered, but things like dental, vision, hearing, sick leave, all of that is currently off the table for anyone who's out here striking.
All right, big question now. How long will this strike last? Thank you, Shelby. And union members, do caution. If you see a fundraiser for Deere employees, seriously, double check the source to make sure the money is actually going to the people on the picket lines and that it isn't a scam.